Hi, Leo. Happy holidays. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Let's get into your messages. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, show me clearly what do my Leos need to know. We have work through your fears. New Moon in Scorpio. Luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius. We have confidence is the key to your success, along with don't let your pride get in the way. Double Leo. So we got some Scorpio, we got some Sagittarius, and we also have your energy, Leo, coming through. Ooh, and more Sagittarius. Full circle moment. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, interesting. We got two pairs over here. We got two pairs. Energy's gaining momentum, and it's time to take action. So, whatever fear that has been holding you back, by the way, this showed up in Capricorn's reading. Anything that has been holding you back, whatever fear, whatever doubts, whatever insecurities that have been getting the best of you, it's creating this blockage. You got to work through that. You have to persevere. You have to push yourself. Don't let your pride get in the way. Don't let your ego get in the way and try and stop you, or like perfectionism, or, you know, everything's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be exact. No room for mistakes. Be confident in yourself. You have what it takes. So believe in it. Don't stop. Like, do you realize how blessed you are? Do you realize how lucky you are? Do you see how everything is working out for you truly in your favor? You're so divinely blessed and guided, and truly, like, I think that this time of your life, you're coming into a lot of abundance and a lot of good fortune. So don't stop now. Don't talk yourself out of this now. There's this blessing coming in. You're extremely blessed already, and there's so much more that's coming towards you. Embrace and embody gratitude. You have all these doors opening up for you. This full moon in Gemini that we just had, it's just about you releasing the things that have been taking away the fun. Okay, because so don't let your pride get in the way, Leo energy. This is the fifth house. Fifth house in astrology represents our inner child. It can also represent children outside from you. Maybe you got children, maybe something about motherhood, fatherhood for a few of you. I can't even fucking speak, okay? We don't need to be all pish posh perfect over here, and neither do you. But the fifth house is all about like play and self-expression and art and romance and fun. And like, it's about reconnecting to the things that make you feel less serious, a little silly, a little bit silly. And so this full moon is like highlighting what's getting in the way and making things less enjoyable. This is how can we make things more enjoyable? How can we bring more fun into the mix? How can we bring in more excitement? How can we lean out of fear and lean more into love? That sort of thing. Okay. Some of you could be traveling. I'm seeing travels coming up for a few of you, or going back to school. There's something about your studies, or just having an open and curious mind, meeting people from different backgrounds that change your worldview, that change your perspective on life. So be confident in yourself. There's no reason why you can't succeed. There's no reason why you aren't capable, because you truly are, fully. And Spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture, because maybe you're thinking in a very small, narrow-minded way, and that's just not quite working with where you're going in life and what the next step looks like for you. You're needing to really think outside the box. Challenge yourself to think outside the box. Whatever circumstance you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, whether it's with just yourself or if it's other people, if it's in your love life, if it's in your career and you're feeling a little restricted, or what is a way you can think outside the box? We have the fox. Think outside the box, little fox. We have the stingray. There's some kind of commitment coming in. Earthworm. Dolphin and the fire ant. You have some kind of commitment coming in. You haven't made up your mind of whether or not you want to go forwards with this. This is something completely new, something that at the beginning, you might see this as a disruption or a distraction, but it's all for the best. I feel like this has to do with other people, or at least one person, if not a whole group of people, or like a community here. And I am seeing inconveniences. You might be looking at this like, oh, this is just an inconvenience. How is this going to benefit me? But to have a community, to have a village, to have that connection, there's going to be some inconveniences on your side, on their side. You might inconvenience others. They might inconvenience you, but that's kind of the part of being part of a community, being part of a group, a family, a friendship circle, a business company, right? Like I'm seeing here that there's a lot of prosperity. There's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of success that can come from this. Whale, black egg. You just need to speak your truth and set boundaries accordingly. But beaver, they work in teams. They don't do it all alone. They work in families. They work in community. They thrive by helping one another. So someone might be asking you for help. You might look at it and be like, oh, eye roll. Like maybe it's someone's like, hey, can you pick me up from the airport? And it's like at 3 a.m. and you're like, oh my God, I have to wake up early for that. But do it from your heart. It's coming from a place of your heart, or like, it's kind of, because fire ant can sometimes represent a situation where you're either getting heated, you're feeling sensitive, maybe you're annoyed, frustrated, someone's pissed you off, a little bit of bickering going on. But with the dolphin, because these cards came out together, dolphin is like, there's still love. You might get on my nerves, you might be annoying as fuck right now, but I still love you. I still care. Like, I'm not gonna shut you out or abandon you. Like, it's also showing that through community can solve a lot of problems. But there's something here that's new, but it's different. It's something you don't have a lot of experience in. This earthworm is something that's completely fresh, it's raw, it's something that you're unfamiliar with. It's unfamiliar territory. And going back to the fox, so this represents your commitments, this represents relationships, and having to be very fluid and adaptable and quick and witty. And even the fox brings in a little humorous side. So remember how we're saying with this, don't let your pride get in the way, and like what's getting in the way of you having more enjoyment, more pleasure, more fun. There's that serious undertone a little bit. So how can you invite a little bit more humor into your life? Y'all, I don't know what this reading's gonna be. I mean, we're already doing the reading. We're already like 8 minutes in. I don't know I don't know what's gonna come out. I'm feeling none of those, actually. Okay. I ain't feeling any of those. All right, I'm using a different one. Maybe you've been having trouble getting something off the ground. And if that's the case, wait a fucking minute. I have a card from a different deck in here. The Tower. It's the Tower. I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh my God, and then the Tower's right. Wait, what the fuck? The Tower with the card that was in the middle. I was like, what's this? It's the Tower and the Tower. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm seeing a shakeup here. And then when I split the deck, Tower with Death. I'm seeing a shakeup here. What's changing? Underneath Death, we have the Lovers. What's underneath the Tower? Queen of Cups. So your emotions are changing / how you feel about others are changing, or there's like a commitment or relationship here that's going through a huge shift. 8 of Swords. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. That was wild, seeing the Tower back to back. What the fuck? Where'd you 3 of Swords come from? Okay. I don't know how that happened. 3 of Swords. Justice, the Fool. Ten of Swords. It wanted to flip itself in the reverse. It actually hit my laptop and it stopped it from fully going in the reverse. So I am going to take it in the reverse. That fell right on top of the Fool. I'm going to push my laptop back a little bit. Okay. Page of Wands. We also have the Star. Five of Wands. The Moon. Seven of Cups. Nine of Wands. Let's just go with those. We have Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Aries. Pisces again, double Pisces over here. Okay, so first of all, with this Three of Swords, this can represent loss, heartbreak, some form of suffering, disappointments, backstab, and betrayal as energy, right? The next card that came out is Justice, which tells me that with a situation where you were burned, where you were done wrong, someone did you dirty, someone really messed with you, fucked with you, stole from you, lied to you, deceitful, cruel, evil, son of a bitch. There's justice being served here. And I feel like a huge chunk of this justice is you moving on. I really do. Justice with the Fool. You are not letting this painful situation rule your life, dictate your future. You're not going to allow this memory or this trauma continue to bleed into new relationships, new experiences, new environments. You're done with that. You want to move in a new way, a new direction, a new experience. Ten of Swords is in the reverse. That fell out on the Fool. I feel like this is you coming out of what may felt was rock bottom. And it could have been rock bottom. Ten of Swords in reverse. The worst is over. You've made it out. You're on the other side. You're reflecting back. It's almost like out of body experience. You're like reflecting back of when you went through this ending, when you went through this loss. And if anything, I actually see you grateful for this. Or you're like looking at this now with a different perspective. You're seeing how, this frustrating, testing event opened up a whole door for you to experience life in a different way, or to experience the love you didn't get in a previous relationship. Or, if this is about money, it's like the last job versus this current job. Like there's improvements here, and you're seeing that for what it is, instead of focusing on what could have been. I kind of feel like you're wearing your heart on your sleeve too. I'm looking just how the card, normally I read from left to right, but the way these cards are on the table, I'm looking at how the Fool, he's jumping towards Justice, and then we have the Three of Swords, and in Justice we see there's this heart on one of the scales, and then the next card is a Three of Swords with the heart. It's like, I see you going into experiences with an open mind, an open heart, regardless if it works out or if it doesn't. Like, everything's always working out for you. But like, let's say you're entering a relationship and, there's a potential. You're either going to end up together or you're going to go down in flames. A little Taylor Swift song. No, I don't really like her, to be honest, but whatever. But it's true. It's like, let's talk about a relationship. You're either gonna work out and be together till y'all die, or something's gonna happen. You're gonna go your separate ways. It might end in heartbreak, right? Even if you do live till you're 90 years old and maybe someone dies, rest in peace, right? I'm being so, I don't know. I don't want to come across insensitive, but I'm not being insensitive. I don't mean it in that way, but that's going to result in heartbreak. Even if you're 99 years old and your partner dies before you, that's going to be heart-wrenching. Most likely, right? How could you not be heartbroken about that? But that's part of life. That's having this experience, is choosing to go forward and have that experience regardless of how it plays out, but allowing yourself to go through the ups and downs that life brings you. So going fully with your heart, full-heartedly allowing yourself to experience this 100%. Give it all. It's either give it 0 or give it 100. You're giving it 100. That sort of thing. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. That's how I'm reading this. So you're putting your heart into whatever this is. Don't let your pride get in the way. Oh, I'm going to play nonchalant. I'm going to act like I don't give a fuck. None of that. None of that. Put your heart into whatever this is. You know, everything that ended in the past or other heartbreaks or losses or betrayals, you overcame that. Your worst day, you got through it. You're still here. You're alive. You're breathing. You're strong as fuck for overcoming that, by the way. So it didn't defeat you. You're not defeated. You rise up and you try again, sort of thing. So next thing we have is the Page of Wands. You have a lot of optimism. You have a lot of hope. You have a lot of inspiration. You seem to be very joyful and bubbly and inspired. And the next card we have is a Star, which really tells me that you're in alignment, completely, utterly in alignment with what you're meant to be doing, where you're meant to be going, the things that you're pursuing with your heart. Like, again, your heart is fully invested. Your heart, it seems to be very much in this. Seems like you're stepping into a version of yourself that probably is the most realist, the most authentic you could ever be, peeling back all the layers and old identities, old projections, old beliefs, expectations, doubts, worries, fears, all that shit. You're pulling that off, pulling back all those layers, which reveals your truest, most self. And this is what you're stepping into. And I don't know why I'm hearing you're gliding. It's like you're gliding into this seamless, it's smooth, it's very healing. Very healing. Now, bottom of the deck, we kind of switch gears a little bit. I'm like, okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, we have the Moon, we have the 7 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So let me just sit with this for a second. If there's some situation you're still a little bit rattled about, right? Maybe go back. Maybe it's this 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords in reverse, something that came to an end. It was very painful. You're moving on from it. You're optimistic about the future. You know, you're seeing the blessing in disguise, blessing in the lesson sort of thing. There may still be a little sliver of like wondering, well, what the fuck was that? Or there may be a hard part of like letting that go entirely. There may be some part of you that you're at odds with, or this seems to be internal, or maybe this is just showing up like in your subconscious mind, like in your dreams or old habits, and you're kind of questioning, okay, why is this coming up, or why am I being reminded of this thing? Well, it's coming up for a reason. It's probably because there's more to learn, there's more to grow from. But I see you're kind of trying to defend it or deny it. Some of you have been in denial. You're like denying yourself of how you truly feel, or something that you've been ignoring or suppressing. I see you've been really trying to show your strength here. Strength, High Priestess, 9 of Wands. You're showing your strength. You're tough. You're tough as steel. But you have been avoiding something. Okay, and so that kind of gives me a little bit of a different take with some of these animal cards. Like Dolphin, someone who's very soft, upbeat, bubbly, they're positive, they're a pleasure to be around. They always will look at the positive in a situation. The dolphin as a person, they don't tend to focus and stew on the negatives, or, you know, even if something terrible happened, they always look at the positive. The fire ants is underneath the dolphin though. So it's kind of like there may be these little annoyances, but you're completely blinding that side with just a positive ray of sunshine. Like you're like, but if there is something that isn't quite sitting right with you internally, you do need to honor that, and you might even need to express it. Did we have that at the bottom of did I check the bottom? Black egg, yeah. Black egg with the whale. Whale is all these deep, intense emotions. With the black egg, you may need to get this off your chest, or I feel like, well, I'm actually getting a passive aggressive energy with the dolphin and the fire ant. Like you're not being super forward. You might be a little irritated, but you're trying your best to not be an asshole about it. You're trying to be friendly about it. You're trying to be respectful about it. You're trying to be nice. And you don't want to be mean. Right? I get that. But so there's just something though internally that's a little bit off. 5 of Wands, the Moon, 7 of Cups, and you're trying to figure that out. And you may also be trying to distract yourself. Didn't we say that? Oh, or I said like avoidant vibes a little bit. Or let me see, 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands. You kind of want to get some sort of clarity or truth or answer or closure for some. Maybe that's one little thing that's lingering. There's this question in the back of your mind, and no matter how much time passes or what great things you got going on, there's still that wonder, that question that just kind of haunts you. But then there's a part of you that's like, nah, it's not. Moving onwards. I don't need that. You're showing your strength. You're showing resistance here. A lot of it. But then in a way, you could be pushing it deep, deep down into that subconscious, and you're like bottling it up. You're also keeping this hidden from others. You're also keeping it kind of hidden from yourself. So be careful of that. That's why the 3 of Swords is coming out. That was like one of the first cards. It showed up in the deck. It didn't actually fly out. It was just one of them that happened to be flipped, reversed. So 3 of Swords and Justice. Let's see why the 3 of Swords is here. The Fool with the Judgment card. So this is coming up because Spirit just wants you to be aware, especially because you're entering a new cycle. You have all these doors, triple new moon, triple new moon. All these new opportunities that are presenting itself. And Spirit just wants you to go in aware so that you don't repeat the past. So that you don't end up in a similar situation. This is just for your information, FYI. It's like Spirit just says, hey, just remember what happened last time and just do things differently. Make sure that you learn your lesson. What's at the bottom? Devil. Yeah, because I do feel whatever this is, there's a tendency of the past repeating itself, or you getting sucked back into an old way. Or let me see, the Devil, Strength, and the 7 of Pentacles. See, like I'm seeing a lot of time has passed. A lot of time has passed. Enough time has passed. Death. You've changed a lot. Strength and the Devil, though. There's still something that's kind of tugging at you. Still something that's tugging at you. Justice. Maybe some of y'all dealing with legal matters, courts, judges and shit. I don't know. I heard restraining order. Okay, talking about Justice. This fell right onto Justice. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so maybe... Let me just shut up for a second. Justice for Leo. Empress. And then we have the Tower, which we've seen that Tower come out. And here we had it at the beginning. So now this is the 3rd time we've seen the Tower. Some changes. So... Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll explain. So, yeah, there's that situation. You were done wrong. There's a massive injustice. This could have been in your work. This could have been at an old job you had. You may not work there anymore, right? Because I am seeing some sort of ending you went through. But there is some sort of injustice. It could have been a massive injustice. Maybe somebody stole from you. Maybe there's like money that's owed to you. Who knows, man? But a big fat imbalance. And I'm seeing the Empress and the Tower. There's some sort of unexpected growth or breakthrough, renewal. Something is, I don't know why I'm getting 9 months, so maybe 9 months ago. That's for someone. I'm seeing that there's this expansion in a way that you didn't anticipate, because this is bringing, Tower. It's the element of surprise. So there's like a surprising little twisty twist. And so at the bottom, we have the King of Pentacles, right? He's holding out his offer. He's holding out this pentacle it's with the 3 of Swords, though. So it's almost like a reminder of this. So you might even, going back to the Three of Swords, what we clarified with Justice, you might have the past try and come back around. Sometimes we see Judgment as like reconciliation energy. You may have an opportunity to reconcile with somebody, but the question is, whatever this offer is, do you trust it enough? Is it a good enough offer to repair whatever that's been damaged, whatever that's been broken? And this Queen of Swords, she's looking over at this offer come in and be like, I don't know if I trust this. I gotta be careful. Must be careful. And that was also interesting when the Fool came out and then the Ten of Swords in the reverse came out immediately after and fell out on top, right? It was after that. And it fell on top of that. I was like, okay, but are you going back to something that ended? The way the Fool is going towards the Ten of Swords. Are you going back to something that ended? Or familiar territory? A second chance? A second shot? Fool? Let's see. Before I look into this Ten of Swords, let's put you here for a second. Find the Fool for Leo. Hierophant. Page of Cups. We have the Page of Swords and Death. Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing possible communication coming in here. We got 2 pages, actually 3. The next card is the Page of Wands. We have communication here that's being highlighted. Oh, actually 4. We actually have 4. We have all the pages over here. All of them on the table. There's a commitment, or there's this new energetic contract that your soul signed up for in this life that's playing out right now. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, doesn't have to be, but I am seeing that this is an opportunity for you to level up, which is great. But with that comes more responsibility, more pressure, just a little bit, but you can handle it. Fool and the Hierophant. You're going to have to fully invest though, or this seems like this is going to require a lot of energy, a lot of your time, a lot of your focus. But this is going to help you learn and grow a lot as a person. It's going to strengthen you. It's going to add value to you. So then we have the Page of Cups. So Hierophant, Page of Cups, there may be a relationship here that you are taking to the next level. Especially if you are if this is like romantic, or this is someone that you're like casual with, this is now going from casual to serious. If you're already in a relationship, this could be where you may be having these discussions, right? Page of Cups, you're talking about how you feel heart to heart, getting all sappy, getting all emotional, maybe talking about the future, marriage, children, whatever, homes, whatever. But big commitments, huge commitments. And with these conversations, Page of Swords is going to provide a lot of truth, a lot of a deeper, well, I mean, I guess pages are not the most deepest, if I'm being completely honest. but Death and the Hierophant, this is actually showing that that's on the surface can go a lot deeper. There is actually a lot of depth that comes from these pages, or this opportunity, or if it's multiple opportunities, it might appear surface level, like just scratching the surface, but there's a lot more beneath. It's like an iceberg. You just see the tip of the iceberg and there's a whole thing underneath the water that you're not aware. It's like, this is just a tip of the iceberg. Okay. Tip of the iceberg. I'm seeing a conversation that leads to a lot of change. Some sort of information that is going to create a huge ripple effect. And so why is the Ten of Swords in the reverse? Because that came out next to the Fool. Five of Pentacles, the Prince of Wands, the World. Okay, so you know how early I was like, are you going back to the past? I don't actually think so. I don't think so. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands at the bottom. Okay. If there is any past energy, it's most likely just like in your head, in your mind, in your heart. I don't really think that this is something you're returning to. Obviously, you have your free will. You could say, fuck the cards, I'm going back. Okay, cool. Enjoy. Good luck. Hope it goes great. You live your life. These are just the cards that are coming through, though. It looks like you've shut this door. It looks like the door's been shut. It looks like you're not going to open this door anytime soon. It looks like this cycle's complete. So that's good. That's very, 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 very good. For whoever resonates, I think that Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, you might have these blips, these moments where you're having some doubts. Maybe this goes back to the work through your fears and look at the bigger picture. Luck is on your side. We did have that card. Look at the bigger picture at the bottom, right? And maybe you're looking back at a past event and you're like, man, what could have been if I had done things differently? Would things be different now if I had spoke my truth? If I had whatever the fuck, you're like over analyzing some kind of ending. Maybe you're feeling guilty about the way things ended, or you're wishing you could have been better. But there's still this, I don't know, it's so interesting because with this Ten of Swords, it's paired with the Page of Wands, which tells me that you haven't lost all hope in whatever the fuck this is. There's still even just a sliver, even if it's just the slightest glimmer, a glimmer, a sliver, a glimmer of hope. You might say, oh, I'm being delusional. No, you just believe in the magic. You just believe in whatever's truly meant for you will never pass it by. You know what I mean? But okay, anyways, let's see here. Page of Wands and a Star. I'm going to look into these cards together just so we can save some time, because I do want to kind of look into what this is that was at the bottom. Page of Wands and the Star for Leo. Two of Cups and the King of Cups. This could definitely be you like wish fulfillment in terms of a relationship. We have Hangman in the reverse, something you're surrendering to. And we have the Six of Wands reverse at the bottom. I think my deck actually could be, oh, it's not. Okay. I was like, it could be in reverse. My deck might be upside down. Nope, it ain't. So there's something coming up about a relationship here. I don't know if this is someone that you're seeing right now or if this is someone that's coming towards you in the near future, but I'm seeing some sort of partnership here that really opens up your mind and opens up the way that you express yourself, the way that you speak from the heart. This is a relationship that you haven't had before. It's like something that's very new and fresh, and it's completely altering your perspective on like these past experiences. So that's why we had the past being brought up. It's like these epiphanies you're having, these realizations, this huge balancing of the scales, you may call it that. And I feel like this has to do with someone new that's entered your life recently, or you're about to meet, or you're about to come together, or there might be some sort of divine encounter that completely changes the trajectory of your life. Like, I feel here, first of all, Hangman reverse, you must surrender. You must release the need to control every single thing. And you need to just have some trust, man. You need to have some faith within yourself. You need to believe you're deserving of good things, and good things coming on in. You got a lot of new opportunities presented to yourself. So why are you resisting this? Some of you, right? Not for everybody. But so, bottom we have Six of Wands reverse, Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. These experiences in your past that you may perceive as like, oh, it was a failure, it was a waste of time, I got nothing out of it, that was some bullshit. And yeah, some of those things may be true, but all that occurred took you to this wish fulfillment that's even better than whatever the heck that was. Whatever that was in the past, it ain't nothing compared to what universe has in store for you. And I don't even think you realize how good it's going to get. Seven of Cups to the Nine of Cups, get clear on what you want so that it comes to you. The sooner you narrow down what you're looking for, what you want to experience, what you want to embody, what you want to feel on the regular, what your day-to-day life looks like, your dream life, whatever. I see that you won't even be focusing on what didn't work out or what you failed or the mistakes you made. You won't be obsessing about that shit. You won't be. You'll be too busy enjoying the life that you created for yourself, this new life that you're in the process of creating. Okay? So stop. Some of you need to stop beating yourself up over the past or mistakes you made or what didn't work out. Okay? That was a lesson. It taught you what you needed to learn to get you to where you are today. And literally, look, don't be scared of, like, some of you are moving or some of you are going to be taking this huge risk, or you might see it as a risk, but I actually see this as something that's going to greatly benefit you. And it's opening up your world. I'm seeing a lot of expansion, and expansion is uncomfortable, right? Stretching the muscle. It can sometimes feel a little uncomfortable, kind of feel the burn. It's necessary, it's important, and it's going to be helpful for you. That's what you're going through. A little bit of stretch and expand is what you're going through. Okay. I gotta go soon. I'm just saying, I gotta go soon. But 5 of Wands, the moon. Strength. Ace of Wands. The 4 of Pentacles. See, because there's an opportunity that's presenting itself to you. Why are you holding back? You're holding yourself back, making excuses as to why you can't, right? We're clarifying 5 of Wands and the moon. You're like, oh, but I need to know X, Y, Z. I need to have more information. I need to have the answers. I need to have a plan. This is where our pride and ego getting the best of us. Don't let your pride get in the way, right? Because I see that's the downfall that could prevent you from experiencing an amazing, amazing opportunity of a lifetime. Okay. Obviously, if something feels off, trust your instincts. Intuition be screaming at you, but you need to honor it. And I see that with the 5 of Wands, the moon, you might be going back and forth, and you're like not trusting yourself. Honestly, you need to work on trusting yourself. Someone listening to this, if the shoe fits, because I know there's gonna be one person that I do. That's not for me. It's not the message for you. I love you. It's just not talking to you. That's great. But some of y'all really need to work on trusting your own instincts and honoring your intuition. You've been doubting it and you've been going back and forth. You gotta quiet the mind. King of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups. This is a dream that you wanted and prayed for in the past. And it's coming to fruition. It's literally for you. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. You're like so guarded and you're like, what's real? What's make-believe? Like, what do I trust? All these offers, all these opportunities, all these different paths, but what's the real cup? Y'all just need to choose. You just need to choose the best one and give it a go and see what happens. I see you're in this state of recovery though, right? We started with the 3 of Swords. We look at the 9 of Wands. He's all bandaged up. So you're healing. You are recovering. The Lovers. 7 of Wands reverse. And Justice with the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Queen of Swords is at the bottom, 3 of Swords and King of Swords. Oh my God. I think you might also be mirroring somebody, or even if this is somebody new coming into your life, coming into your reality, I am sensing there's a lot of mirroring going on. You kind of triggering one another. Hermit, or why did I say hermit? You might be in hermit mode right now. I am seeing that there is some kind of soulmate energy coming into your life. 7 of Wands reverse is saying, hey, drop the wall. Let your guard down. Let your guard down. What they're showing you is real. You've learned your lesson, you guys. You're being rewarded for how far you've come on your journey. You've learned your lesson. You're being rewarded. Accept this reward. But you're feeling like there's a catch. You're not trusting this. You're like, oh, this is a test, isn't it? There's a catch to this, isn't it? No. You passed the lessons. You learned. You grew. Here's your reward. But you're like, oh my God, I don't trust this. Just accept the fucking trophy, all right? Just accept the fucking trophy. But at the bottom, you're like Queen of Swords, 3 of Swords, and then we have a King of Swords. And it's like, well, You found your match. You both have some deep scars, some battle scars you both have gone through. You are going to help each other. Remember when we clarified the Page of Wands and a Star, and it's like there's this relationship that's either in your life that has recently entered your life, or you're about to meet this person, and this connection is going to help you both evolve and grow and heal and completely change your perspective on life and love and everything else. And I feel like, yeah, you both may not be trusting of one another right now because of your past experiences. But with time, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Oh, I see development. I see development. And it's going to get moving quite fast. So y'all stay tuned for that. I don't know. I feel like this reading was scattered. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm like, what am I going to title this? I don't even know. A lot of moving pieces. A lot's going on. A lot of doors opening up for you. Fire ant, too many chefs in the kitchen. Clearly, a lot of different things that you're dealing with right now. Oh my God. But it's good. Good stuff. Lots of opportunities. Be confident. You're lucky. Extra lucky this month. Work through those fears. I love you so much. My readings. Oh, not my readings. Thank you for watching my readings. 70,000 subscribers. Insane. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to watch my readings. Okay, Leo, I will see y'all later. Have a beautiful day.